Hi, how are you to everyone? I am Juan Jose Behrend. I am Director of Engineering at Pomelo, Head of Infrastructure, Cybersecurity, Data, and Risk Prevention. So today we are going to talk about supercharging business velocity, the game-changing impact of platform engineering teams. So we are in the platform conf, so all we are seeing about how platforms are implemented, how platforms are uh, giving some advantage to our companies. So I will try to talk about my experience a little bit and how it is it's going to be impacted. So for start, I am from Uruguay, Latin America. So sorry about my English. I am going to be the best of my own. I have more than 15 years of work in several lines of duties, like a traditional sysadmin, a founder of a small company, with if it's ideal in a very big company such as Telefonica, this is a telecom company, at network security at IBM, infra manager at Pedidos Ya, that is a delivery food company, head of IT in a retail pharmaceutical company, head of platform in a fintech payment company worldwide, and right now as director of engineering at Pomelo. So I am an engineer a telecom engineer with some degrees of MBA and some others like certifications such as ITIL, cloud certificate security professional, AWS architect professional, DevOps architect, DevSecOps professional, and among others. And I want to bring all that baggage because with all these we start to building our platform. So we are going to talk about speed as competitive advantage. And what is that? We all know that DevOps were born at 2009 in the whole concept of you build it, you run it, you maintain it. It's a quote of Bernard Bogle, the CTO of AWS. And you can see that the developers start to spend so many time around AWS, so many time around the infra, the management of the infra. So this framework of DevOps have some really good benefits, so like more speed in the short term in the infra management, and more accountable that you build it, you run it, you maintain it, and the teams are really accountable of what you are doing, and several cons of this. There are no standards. It's a chaotic and no ecosystem platform. It is automatically generating technical debt, has several security issues and problems, and has less time of building the product itself. So, in above all, is long-term slowness that the company will pay around this framework. For or in order that the ones the solution that the history put is the DevOps team. But the DevOps team has one kind of solution that brings all the standards, bring all the not the chaotic, not the chaotic function, but brings another problem. The DevOps team becomes a bottleneck. I remember my previous work that I mentioned before, and in those works that I mentioned before, was really a problem, and we start to introduce really leave time of any task around the product engineering team. So in order to accomplish to accomplish and to renew this error, we start to see that DevOps is not enough. Developers don't want to deal with their own infrastructure. Companies need a control of their infrastructure, will their growth, and generate an ecosystem in order to avoid the technical debt. Concentration of the DevOps team doesn't scale up, generates delay and the product business, and the complexity of the architectures and the companies, they're really become excessive information and generate the slowness of the knowledge transfer. In order to do that, the solution is always the same: is control Excel service. Yeah, If we see the history of engineering, we decentralize the domains business, in a retail company. You can separate the e-commerce and the POS, the loyalty, all in business, the business domains centric difference. Later on, you separate engineering teams in those domains. Later on, we separate the monoliths in microservice to have more speed. And later on, we introduced the DevOps methodology and giving all the tools to the developer team to have the OA accountable. Right now, the decentralization, the platform operation with the IDPs, and those is going to talk about. If you build it, you run it, you maintain it. And if you are in this topic in 2010, the big companies such as Netflix, Spotify, Facebook, Google, and other companies around the world, they start to building their own IDPs. By the end of 2017, it's born the concept of platform engineering that we are in this conference because of this. So the companies are really trying to accomplish to scale up really fast with order, with security, and with golden path in itself. So I'm going to give my definition of platform engineering. That platform engineering for me is a team or a software engineer that is in charge of building these software internal platforms that had to be easy to use, scale up, and secure. They had to build this golden path to the easy is going to be the most easy to do. There's such a mix of DevOps architects and full stack engineers that really rare persons that had to know Kubernetes, Terraform, AWS, or GCP, or the cloud itself, Terraform or CloudFormation, Golang or Java. At the end of the backend language, React, they had to know a little about front end also. So they're really distinguishing engineering of doing that, like a Swiss, like a Swiss Navy. So according to Carnot, by 2026, 80% of the software engineer organizations were going to have a platform engineer team, internal provider for speed up their own product engineering process. So what is a platform? A platform is a system base that you can put a lot of models in that system base. It's a very common it's a very common definition. And we go to what is like a really good example that I want to talk about is the automotive platform. If you know it, all the cars have two ways. They have the platform strategy, that is the platform that it's going to have the engine and all the structure of the car, and the hat that is the most easy way to change it. So the HUD is more have low invested, have diversification, have differentiation, and the platform had great investment, great standardization, and no differentiation. That allows to the same platform build a lot of models, and for example build a lot of products, because you can build like for example in the you can see in the screen, you have the Renault Megane, the Renault Logan, and in those Renault Megane and Renault Logan, you had like seven kind of cars different and seven kind of products. So one platform, 20 products maybe. That is the power around this. You can speed and exponential all your products. And also standardization is an enabler. We can see around the history that when we standardize like the electricity way, when we standardize the automotive routes, all the standardization allows exponential growing. So we are going to talk about this, and we are going to see that platform mean to centralize expertise, no centralize the persons, in order to centralize expertise, in order to decentralize innovation, enable developers self-service, boosting speed. So in this definition, I want to really such a decentralized expertise. The platform allows every one of our in the company that are software developers bring their own expertise to this platform to other teams can use in order to speed up. So in order to speed up, we are going to talk about scalability and reliability. So what solves this? Well, we talk about the complex architecture with the compliance, the complexity, the too much information around all the complex of the platform, the lack of standardization, the lack of control, the dev productivity drops. So all this had to go to an internally developed platform in order to create golden path in ecosystem where it's the right thing is always the easy way to do it. This is a powerful code. This is a powerful way to do it. It had to be the most easy thing to do it, the right thing to do it. And I'm going to talk about my case study, the case study of Pomelo. So in Pomelo, we build our own platform. Yeah, we build our own platform, and in our platform in 2 years we deploy more than 50,000 infrastructure resources like database, queue, microservices, roles, buckets, and everything that we call Rocket, our internal developed platform. We have a cost optimization around the 23% around this. We scale up 700% of the traffic without any problems. We certify PCI DCS level 1 and ISO 27001 certification without any problems in record times. We ramp up until 30 developers to 100 developers without any hassle, and the platform allow us to maintain the whole ecosystem at the same of developer staging, sandbox, and production as the same environment. But we hold the same changes in every environment, and we can operate in 6 countries, 6 regular countries. It's not really it's really really awesome to do this in such tiny time. So if we want to look up our platform, we base up our software the catalog in Backstage. We base up our version control in GitHub. We base up our CI in Circle CI, our CD in Argo CD, and AWS installed in every way. But we build a lot of APIs of our own. We build a probation API. We build a products API. We build a alterations API. We build an approvals engine, because all this is the platform. The platform is all the concept. It's not only the Backstage. It's not only the products API. It's all the content. So if you can see it, this is our platform. It is a tiny skip of this. So I want to see this from the case of study, an example application from an idea to production. We hire a brand new team, 3 developers at the first of the company. We do it the onboarding. We do the product meeting with the challenge definition around the definition of that product. We deploy the 3 environments: development, homologation, and production. We create the 3 environments, the infra, the DynamoDB, the SQS, the S3, the complete CI/CD, and the whole monitoring around the telemetry. We code in the application in Go with a lot of scaffolding that we already have it, with a third-party integration and a lot of, and we post the quality gates around the Sonar Cube, the SAS, the SSC, and around that. And we do all that in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we put an application with a brand new team to production with traffic, with real traffic. So and for me, it's glorious because 2 years later of that application is still running and is still having a lot of traffic around the company. So that is really an aha moment and a really good see of this. So this is around this topic is the game changing impact. So I'm going to talk about strategic efficiency enabled. So the platform have a lot of benefits like cost reduction. I already saw it. We can optimize around all the company how we are going to talk about the cost, how we are going to talk about the infrastructure, rate the agility and speed in delivery, because of the scaffolds, because of the golden path, because of the reduced complexity around the creation of the infrastructure. we speed up all the process of the product delivery. And above that, we improve the scalability and availability, because when we do deploy something around our infra, it's gained the best practices of scalable chaos engineering, load testing, and above that. And we managed to comply every kind of security and regulation compliance. Because of that, we apply the best features of security when we deploy an infrastructure or a microservice of our own. Or some metrics around this, we got 30% faster to create a product to idea to live. We improve our business agility in 90%, supporting business changes. Like, for example, we had to move a person with one team to other, and we are really effective doing that. 90% of the developers feel they're more effective using this platform. And in above all, we have like measured like 30% improvement of the company operation efficiency. On some metrics about around the state of the DevOps report, we see that this is the key benefits of using a platform tool for developers. And if you can see the best, you can see productivity, more quality, and more speed. That's about that is the whole idea of this. It's not to building something really cool of technology. It's not building something around, okay, we had to build it because it's the way we had to build this platform, because they gain more productivity, more speed, more quality, and for earn more revenue, and the companies really need to have this. So thank you to all. Muchas gracias. My name is Juan Jose Behrend, and I please to contact with me. Bye bye.